Hola amigos y amigas, you are now with Jocelyn, and in this video I am so excited because we are going to be doing a workshop together, and the topic of this workshop is breaking down an idea. I wanted to do this topic as the first of this workshop series on my channel because it is something that I get inquiries about so often. People who don't know what to do with their ideas, don't know where to start, don't know where to go from there. How do you manifest an idea? How do you bring it from your mind to paper to reality? This is the foundation of that process. So I'm going to be walking you through my process that I use every single time I have a new idea. So if you've thought that staying at home during this pandemic is stalling you from starting something new, think again, because there are definitely things you can do at home right now that gets you one step ahead and one step closer to bringing that idea of yours to life. So get ready and keep watching. Now, before we get started, there's a few things that I want you to keep in mind. The first thing is that I would really appreciate if you don't overthink every single step. Don't overthink what you're writing. Don't feel pressure to write the right thing. Just write the first thing that comes to your mind, because the wonderful thing about writing things on paper is that when you're done, you can always look back, reflect on your answers, and edit as you wish. So don't feel like whatever you're writing first is the thing that you are stuck with, because that is not true. It's just the first thing that came to your mind. So don't feel stuck on your thoughts, just free write. Don't pressure yourself. Have fun with these workshops. Have fun with this workshop, okay? The other thing that I want you to keep in mind is that because I'm going to be adding timers to this video, don't feel pressured by the countdown. I'm just adding the countdown as a way to guide us through this workshop. And the wonderful thing about the fact that you are behind your computer or your phone or your TV is that you can pause this video if you need more time. This prompt is more on the beginner stage of our ideas. So this is perfect for those of you who just got an idea and don't know what to do with it. If you have been sitting on idea and have been delaying confronting it because you don't know what to do next, I personally have to write down all my ideas because I have to see it broken down. So I am literally sharing you my process of how I break down my ideas. And this prompt is something, the steps that are included in it are so useful and so important for your own keepsake, because as you keep progressing with your idea, what we're gonna write down right now is something that you're gonna need to look back on as you keep progressing. These steps that we're gonna walk through are literally the root of your idea. These are your day one thoughts, and your day one thoughts sometimes happen to be the ones that are more genuine and centered around the purpose that you had in the very beginning. And sometimes when we keep pursuing ideas, we kind of get carried away with why we started them in the first place. So looking back on this is going to help you remember why. So those are the last things that I want you to keep in mind. Let's get started because I'm so excited for this first workshop on breaking down our ideas. Here's what you're going to need for this workshop. Get yourself in a space where you're comfortable and you can really focus on your thoughts. So go sit on your favorite couch, switch into sweatpants, make some tea or some coffee, play some background jazz or whatever background music that you enjoy, sit on your porch, wherever you are most comfortable, go in that space. And make sure to grab some paper and grab a pen or a pencil. This is where we get started. Question number 1, what is your idea? I'm gonna give you a minute to answer this simply because you should know exactly what your idea is. Don't overthink it. Write 1 to 3 sentences. Simply explain what is your idea. now let's get into what inspired your idea. So question number 2 is, what inspired this idea? Was it a movie that you watched? Was it a conversation that you had with a friend, or a conversation that you overheard in a podcast? Did you go to an event and you witnessed something that inspired your idea? Reflect on that moment, or the moments that led up to your brain coming up with this idea. What inspired it? Now, question number 3. You already know what your idea is. You know where it came from. Now let's talk about why. Why do you want to pursue this idea? Why are you the one to create it? Why are you passionate about bringing this idea to life? Think about your why and write it down. Again, don't overthink this. Just write down the first thing that comes to your mind. At the end of this, you can always go back and add some more. Now we know what our idea is, we know what inspired it, we know why we want to build on this idea, bring this idea to life. For step 4, for the next question, if you haven't answered this in one of your previous answers, what problem are you solving with this idea? Add as many details that come to your mind. They don't have to be sentences, they can be bullet points. But what problem are you solving with this idea? Does it not exist in the world already? Is there not enough representation in the industry of that idea? What problem are you solving? What makes you different? What makes this idea different? Now for this 5th one, for step 5, for question number 5. Who is your target market? Who is your demographic? Who is your audience? Who is going to be the person that is going to love that you created this idea? Who is going to be the person that needs your idea, that wants your idea? Describe this person, this market, this group of people as in detail as possible. Where do they shop? What hobbies do they do? What kind of person are they? Are they single mothers? Are they people who live by the border? Are they people who live by the beach? Are they people who love music? Are they people who are super into technology? Do they stay up in late hours of the night? Do they wake up really, really early in the morning? Try to place yourself in the shoes of the person who is going to be ecstatic that this idea has been brought to life. Wow, you have done so much in what may seem so little. These 5 questions are the foundation to an idea, and because it's the foundation, it is so important to reflect on these things and to have them written down and to have them as a reference as you keep building on your idea. So you should be so proud of yourself that you sat down and reflected on your idea. You know what your idea is, you know what inspired it, you know why you want to create it, you know what problems it's solving and what makes it different, and you know what kind of people will love your idea. You know the people that will need your idea and who you'll be reaching out to once this idea is in motion. Now, since we know all those basic, very foundational, very important things about our idea, about your idea, I want you to just sit down for 5 minutes at least and look back at your writing. Go ahead and add more details that you didn't have time for. Edit them, erase, scratch out, add, annotate, free write right now. Add any and all details that you currently have sitting in your brain, because more than likely you didn't just have a string of an idea, you thought about it a little bit more, especially now that we broke it down. So for the next 5 minutes, just write, add more details, reflect on what you just wrote, and build on any or all of the previous questions that we just walked through together. that was so fun. I am so honored to have walked you through breaking down your idea. I know that these questions are so helpful for myself. I literally do them and work through these questions every single time I have an idea. I have a whole notebook dedicated to just my ideas, and I have plenty of filled out idea notebooks. So I hope that you enjoyed these questions, and these questions were as helpful to you as they are to me. And if you enjoyed this workshop, then please let me know in the comments below. And if you would like to share anything that you wrote down, any epiphanies or reflections that you had during this workshop and want to share them, let's discuss it in the comments. Let's talk to each other. I am so excited to possibly read what you guys wrote. So if you guys want more of these kinds of videos, please let me know. And if there's specific themes or topics that you want me to create prompts and workshops for, go ahead and let me know in the comments as well. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video if you liked it, share it with a friend who is always talking about their ideas, and make sure to be sincerely proud of yourself for giving your idea a little bit more life through this workshop. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video.